everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now I did show this video on my live stream today, but I also was making a video of it. So I wanted to hurry up and get the video finished, upload it tonight. That way those of you that didn't see the live stream can just see the video this way. It is Chille. Now, before you start going, oh my god, not Chille again. I get it. Trust me, I'm the one that edits these videos. So that means I have to watch it more than once. Anyways, yeah, he literally puts himself in the middle of a active crime scene where the police are trying to locate and apprehend a man running around with a gun. And instead of just doing what the police say, Chille's sitting there arguing with them, and he's being Chille. So with that, I hope you enjoy the video.
This place is not safe for you. There's a person with somebody, a weapon walking around here. It's not safe for you right now. Oh, you can film stuff, but can you just film over there? You can film all you want to. But again, it's not safe right here in this area. There's somebody walking around with you.
This is very transparency. The people I'm worried about killing people are you guys.
Okay.
I'm afraid you guys are going to kill people.
I'm just asking for your safety.
I don't want you to be,
I'm not trying to get into it right now.
District of Columbia versus Warren, 1981. You don't have to protect me. 2005, Castle Rock versus Gonzalez. You don't have any duty to protect me, so I don't need you to protect me.
All right, good.
Sir, you're going to have to head back that way.
Okay, so Chille calls out case law Gonzalez versus United States, stating that the police have no obligation to protect the public. Now, Gonzalez versus United States, which is 54 U.S. 748, 2005, the Supreme Court case in which the court ruled 7-2 that a town and its police department could not be sued under 42 U.S.C. 1983 for failing to enforce a restraining order which had led to the murders of a woman's 3 children by her estranged husband. So nowhere in this case law is it stating what Chille is using it for. However, in the 1981 case, Warren versus District of Columbia, which he does mention, the D.C. Court of Appeals held that police have a general public duty, but that no specific legal duty exists, unless there is a special relationship between an officer and an individual, such as a person in custody. So the fact that there is that they have a general duty, but that no specific legal duty exists, then yes, they do have an obligation to keep us safe in the matters of a crime scene like the one that's going on now, where a man is running around with a gun and they're trying to find and apprehend this person, and Chille's taking the attention away from the officer's jobs. So he's still stating this wrong, and well, he's stating it kind of right, but he's not giving all of the text to it, and he's not explaining it to the fullest. So that tells me that he read it, but he never understood it.
Head back that way, please. What? You can't go that way. No, you have to go this way. There's a guy running around with a gun. So go back that way, please. It's a serious situation. Go back up the street and wait.
I'm a constitutional law scholar. It's an unlawful order.
That's fine.
What you're saying is unlawful.
I'm telling you, there's a guy with a gun around here.
Okay, that's fine.
You're going to go up that direction and wait. This is a crime scene. You cannot be here. That's why the car is up there.
Constitutional law scholar, cop.
That's fine.
Constitutional law scholar,
go up there.
cop. I don't have to do what you say. It's not a lawful order. I'm simply being the press. You can't punish me for a constitutionally protected right. 1981, District of Columbia versus... That means you don't have any obligation to protect me.
Sir?
2005, Castle Rock versus Gonzalez.
We have an active scene.
Okay, well,
you're interfering in our scene. We're setting up tape right now, so I need you to step outside. We're setting up tape.
Look how you're dressed right now.
Yeah, that's fine. We're setting up tape right now.
You need to dress right now.
Yeah, that's fine. We're setting up tape right now.
You need to
sir.
Me, man. I'm a man of law.
I'm about to detain you in a second. I'm about to detain you in a second.
What? I haven't
because this is a crime scene. We're setting.
So first of all, Chille, you are not a constitutional law scholar. You may think you are, but you're not. You're a wannabe constitutional law scholar. just for YouTube videos. What you've mainly done, and this proves my point every time you open your mouth and try and yell out a case law, but every time you read a case law, you skim through the summary and then you give it a twist of opinions and feelings. You never, ever throw out a case law that you are actually stating factual parts of it. It's ridiculous the way you think that you're doing so. What's really sad is that your followers are too dumb to even look these up to see if you're even telling the truth or not. Because if they did, they would see that you're a pathological liar. Also, the police officer is giving you a lawful order. What is a lawful order in police? An order is generally lawful, provided that it is for police purposes and would not render you liable to any criminal, civil, or disciplinary action. So, yes, if a police officer is telling you to leave the crime scene, it is a lawful order. Also, you are not the press. You are also not a man of law and order. You technically have to be a man and understand law to be a man of law and order. But you're not the press. Number one, the U.S. Supreme Court has already stated that having a YouTube channel does not make you press. However, the Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press states this: the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution guarantees a free press, but freedom of the press refers to journalistic expression and does not mean that members of the press, and I'm saying members of the press lightly because you are not a member of the press, are actually free or not. It does not mean that members of the press are actually free to do whatever they please. Did you get that? It means that members of the free press are actually not free to do whatever they please. Police can certainly deny reporters access to a crime scene, and those who ignore warnings can be charged with trespass or other crimes. A reporter can be arrested. Unless you are able to risk arrest, the Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press suggests that you follow some rules, or the same rules that apply to everyone else. So that everyone else, literally, you fall in that category because you're not a member of the press. Here are some general tips adapted from the committee's list that are useful to reporters and others, whether at a crime scene or an event. Rules for reporting and life. Again, this is coming from it's a journalist committee. You are not a journalist. But these rules we also have to follow as non-media. Carry identification and your credentials with you at all times. Remember, this was written for real press journalists, not for people who are frauditors like Chille. Well, Chille's not even a frauditor, but, frauditors like Elmo and people like them. Don't go on property that is clearly private or marked with a police line. You can be charged with criminal trespass for entering a crime scene, which is what Chille's doing in this video right here. Don't take anything from the crime scene. The crime scene is investigated and closed off because everything in it is potentially evidence. Being in the middle of a crime scene, walking around, and making police take their job away from them so they have to babysit you is actually obstructing a crime scene. Taking things from the scene is theft or potentially worse, blah, blah, blah. Follow police orders even when you would rather not. The consequence of disobeying police at a crime scene or a high-tension event is a possible arrest. Even if a police officer orders you to do something that seems unreasonable or ridiculous or interferes with your job, not to worry there, Chille, because you don't have a job, do it, says the Reporters Committee, unless you're willing to live with the consequences of being arrested. Don't call the arresting officer names or get into a shouting or shoving match, as that can lead to very serious criminal charges. Do not talk about being a reporter or calling a lawyer, even if you believe your rights were violated. Take notes. Save the stories for your audience. If you're covering a demonstration or other event likely to result in arrest, keep $50 to $100 cash in your pocket to purchase a bail bond. Make sure someone knows where you are, and if possible, contact that person if trouble starts. And writers and photographers, not you, Chille, and not frauditors, who routinely cover crimes and events or stories likely to result in arrest, should have the phone number of a criminal defense lawyer.
I'm just filming, but I'm just filming.
That's fine. But you
I'm
can't
not
go here. There's a guy with a gun.
I'm not armed. I'm not trying to fight you guys.
What's your name?
Okay, my name is Citizen. I'm sitting here filming.
Citizen. There's a guy with a gun.
Okay, well then where is he?
I'm gonna have to escort you out this way because we're gonna start setting up little perimeters. So walk with me. Hey, watch my truck because my keys are there. Walk with me. Come on, I need you to walk with me.
I want to film. I want to be press. I'm 70.
So you guys all heard it here first. Chille finally admitted he wants to be the press. He stated it in this video alone, that he wants to be the press. How cute.
Rock versus
I have an obligation to set up a perimeter.
I'm not your enemy. I'm a member of the press.
Yeah, okay, listen, walk with me right by this.
You guys, listen.
This is our scene, sir. This is our scene.
I understand that.
Listen.
If you guys would focus on your scene, I'll shut up and film.
You have to get outside.
You gotta film
I'll
right
shut
there by
up
the
and
street.
I need to be able to film you in case you murder.
Where's the yellow tape at?
Do you understand? Listen. I'm a nice guy, dude. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt you, dude. I'm not trying to fight you guys.
It's my responsibility.
But it's not.
Yes, it is.
You don't have any responsibility for my safety. None.
You're correct in that, but
None.
I have to set perimeters.
If he kills me right now, nothing happens.
Hey, where's the tape at? I don't have it.
I just want to film. Why can't I film the interaction?
Film right here.
Okay,
That's your right.
You saw me stand here. I'm standing.
Okay.
I'm not going past him. I'm standing here.
Okay.
How much more agreeable do I have to be?
Okay, you're going to be agreeing from filming over there. That's the area that's going to be designated
But
for
then
all
I
film.
can't see the shooting, and that's what I want to see.
There is no shooting right now.
Well, then why? You guys can
We can't
relax.
predict the future.
I'm a member of the press.
I don't want you
But
getting
you don't
hurt.
have any obligation to protect me.
I do because I signed up as a law enforcement officer to protect and serve.
You signed up for a peace officer.
Law enforcement officer.
No, you did not. No. You're incorrect. You're incorrect.
Go get that
You did
person
not
that's
sign a
on the
law enforcement agreement. You signed a peace officer's agreement.
You can record.
I'm just trying to record.
No, I understand that, but
And if you try to put me back too far, then I can't see what happened. I'm just being pressed.
I
no reason to be
you don't have to have
adversarial.
it in my face. You can just have
I'm not.
it.
I'm back here, dude. I'm not being adversarial.
Like, come on, Chille, just shut the fuck up and do what they're telling you to do. You're not the press, you're nobody special, and yes, they have every right to lawfully tell you to leave that crime scene. But all you want to do is sit there and argue. That's all you ever want to do is argue. You know you're wrong. So if you just continue the argument as long as you can, you'll somehow confuse your followers and convince them that you're the one who's right. But you're wrong. You're wrong in everything that you're saying in this video.
You don't have any obligation to protect me. That's why I was telling me he's going to detain me. I filed 3 federal civil rights lawsuits this year.
Back up, sir.
Don't push me, dude.
Back up, sir.
Don't put your hands on me, man.
Back up. You're inside of our scene.
I'm not inside your
You're inside of our
scene.
scene. I'm trying to set it
Don't
up.
touch me,
well, then
dude.
back up where I'm telling you.
You don't have a right to put your hands on me. Keep your hands off me.
Well, get out of my way. Get out of my way.
You're pushing into me.
Hey, knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off.
Now me knock it off?
Yes.
He's walking into me.
I'm setting up the
You're
perimeter.
causing a bigger scene here.
I'm setting up
Is this
a perimeter.
running? What's your
Of
name
course
and
it
badge
is.
number?
It's Sergeant Aragon.
And what's your badge number?
It's right here. You got it
I
all
can't
on
see it.
camera.
I can't see it.
What do you mean you can't see
Just
it?
tell me the badge
It's
number
right
so I can.
Yeah, nobody's pushing you. The cop never put his hands on you, but you keep walking and stepping up to that police officer. They have every right to put their hands on you. As a matter of fact, they have every right to put their hands on you, move you out of the crime scene, and or handcuff and put you in the back of a police car, which is what they should have done. Because you are the one causing a disturbance. You're taking their attention away from their job, and you're putting their lives, other people, like with people around that area, you're putting their lives in danger, the police officers' lives in danger, and you're even putting your sad, loser, pathetic life in danger. But you don't care. Because you need to do this so that you can beg your subscribers for more money.
Perimeter for safety.
Well, I don't need your safety, bro.
I didn't say you do.
I don't want your
This
safety.
is for the people that are in this area.
Right, but I'm a member of the press.
And the press area to record is right over here.
No, I can't see what happens. This guy's hopped up. So you're blocking out transparency.
Watch that area. We got somebody detained, so. Okay.
But if you have him detained, then why are you blocking off the area? Aragon?
Because there's a gun.
Okay, who cares?
Well, we care.
He's not going to shoot.
My God. Stop being so pathetic. Sitting there whining, I can't see anything, but I can't see anything, and I can't film anything. And then when the officer says that the man there's a gun involved, and you're like, I don't care, he's not going to shoot me. I wonder how many shooting victims said those as their last words when there was a mass shooter and they got shot and died. I wonder how many people said, it would not happen to me. You're a dumbass.
On camera. This is you're blocking out transparency.
You're doing your job, and that's perfectly fine. The problem is that we don't know how far he went up, so we have to set up a perimeter.
But you don't have an obligation to protect me.
You're right.
Okay.
I never just.
Then let me go do my job.
This is a perimeter.
Feel safer?
I never said it was about safety.
Well, then what's the deal? Let me do my job.
You're in my crime scene.
But this is not a crime scene.
You're in our scene.
Let me do my job.
You're doing your job. You're doing great.
You're so no, dude.
You look great.
No, dude.
He doesn't care about anybody but himself. And again, he's not press. He doesn't have a job. He's not intelligent. He's severely uneducated. He is not a constitutional law scholar, and he's not a real man. Wait, I don't know how much more I can describe him. I mean, that's perfect to the T, a description of Chille. I'm sure other people can add a little bit more to it, but that's the gist. And it bothers me because those police officers are someone's sons and brothers and husbands, fathers, and Chille has no problem putting their lives in danger. I don't care if he puts his life in danger. I really don't. But do not take other people down with you. He doesn't care. It's all about creating a scene so he can come on here and beg his supporters for money. And that's all it is about for him. I do believe a little bit there's some need for fame in it, but I think it's mostly 85% because of money. And that's why he's doing this. Also found out that this is an older video that he's just re-uploaded, which is not surprising at all since frauditors are notorious for taking old footage and re-uploading it, not stating it's old footage. You know, and he's doing that between his delete laws page and his delete laws clips reloaded. He's just taking the videos and re-uploading them to the second channel so he can double dip into the money. Not going to let that happen. YouTube's aware of it again. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was short, thankfully, for all of us. And I hope to see you in the next one. Be safe. Take care. I love each and every one of you.